All right, hey there, Amazonians. It's almost 2018, so it's time to start thinking about getting a little more high tech, maybe. If for all of you like me who can't pronounce what this is called or who makes it, I'll put it right on the screen. Elekele. This is the name of the product and the company that sells this. The company that sells it is Elekele US. And this instruction manual is very precise. And if you're, unlike me, a nerd, you'll enjoy reading all the things it does. It's kind of hard for me to explain. This thing does everything that most two or three things would take to do. It's a transmitter and a receiver. It's relatively small, as you can see. It's very light, but you can feel enough weight for its size to tell there's stuff in here. This is not a cheap feeling apparatus at all. On the back of it, it has a clip. And this clip, if you squeeze it together, you can remove it should you want to. I don't really know why you would, but that's a possibility. Then you have a nice flat surface. But this is a transmitter and a receiver. If you have it paired to your cell phone, you can answer calls with it. It's a multi-function button in the center, and there's a little microphone. And the microphone is, where the LED light is, I believe. Yep. And it's very simple. Well, simple as far as buttons and things. It can transmit or receive. There's a little slider where you can choose which one you want it to do. No, there's Mike, I beg your pardon. That's just the LED light there. And it also charges up with a regular USB charger. And it has the input for a 3.5 millimeter cable to hook to whatever. If you want to transmit from your TV and you have a place to plug in headphones on your television, just take the wire that comes with it. It's an assortment of wires here. This little wire, plug it into your TV headphone jack, plug this into this, put it on transmit, and you're all set. Now this will transmit up to two phones, two different headphones or speakers or whatever you have that you want to use, and it'll do it in aptX low latency, or it may say on one of your devices aptX LL for low latency. And what that is it will pair with the lip movement on the screen. There's no perceptible delay. It's almost as perfect as possible to transmit. So when people are talking, like if you're watching the news, the sound is exactly where it should be when their lips move. If you're watching a video and things are blowing up or gunshots are going off or whatever, that will be in sync. So it's very nice. It will support two different devices, two headphones, speakers, whatever, with that when it's transmitting. Now, it also has an apt for high definition. The chip is a CSR 8675, and it should give you approximately CD quality sound, like if you plugged your headphones right into a CD player. As I mentioned, I had the mic for the phone. It will show the charge level of the battery in this on your phone, if your phone will allow for that. This has a 160 milliamp battery, 160. That'll give you 7 to 8 hours playtime, depending upon whether you're transmitting or you're receiving, and also the volume. Now, speaking of volume, this has, if I get the light on it, it's kind of in Braille. There's a better picture on the website, which you're probably on. But it has a little X to increase the sound, a minus to decrease the sound, and then arrows pointing forward or left and right to go back to the tracks or forward on tracks. This is nice because if you want to increase the volume, you don't have to confuse it with going forward on tracks where one is a click and one you have to hold it down. That's not a problem with this because it has separate buttons for that. If this multifunction button will turn it off, pair it, hold it down to pair it, and turn it on. It also will use it to answer your phone. It's also a mute button. If you're listening to music and you've got headphones or earbuds and someone comes up to say something, one click and it will go to mute and, allow you to hear the conversation. Now, turning it off and on is not a problem. It's got a little LED light down here, which will blink red and blue when you're trying to pair. When it pairs, it will go solid blue and it quit blinking. It's very intuitive there. And it's also quite well explained in this little book I was showing you that comes with it. This book is in, maybe I mentioned English, Dutch, and Chinese. So if you happen to be Dutch, I don't know. I don't know anybody that speaks Dutch, but it's in there. What else? The clip's removable. Like I said, 2 headphones at low latency. It will transmit and receive, and it's 4.1 Bluetooth, and it has the aptX HD, which is high definition. So you can transmit and receive in high definition with this. The thing about this now is for you to hear, if you're transmitting to headphones, they have to be the type headphones, pardon me, that will have the same function. In other words, if you have some old headphones that don't have this aptX included in their construction, it may not work as well as it would as if you had something newer that would made up to the functions this has. Same with the high def, low latency. Low latency will be better with whatever headphones or earbuds you're using with this than they would be without. There'll be some improvement either way. Now this LED light down here, and again, it's in the book because it's somewhat complicated, but every 5 seconds it will blink. And it will blink twice, 3 times, 4 times. And when it blinks, it tells you what signal you're receiving and transmitting. It tells you whether you're getting the low-level transmission on this or the HD apt. It's all explained in the book, probably more accurately than what I'm trying to tell you. But it's very precise in the book. Now I'm a retired musician, a trumpet player. I'm 74 years old, and I try to keep up with stuff, but I'm really not a very good nerd. So if I've misspoke any of this, I'll apologize in advance. But this is a very, very nice unit. It's very well made. It's $40. I think it's well worth the money. It does everything imaginable that you would need with Bluetooth. You can use it in your car, use it on your headphones. You can take the little short wire that came with it, plug one end into your headphones and the other end into this, and that's all you need. Then you can put your cell phone or whatever device you're using for music in your pocket. Gets rid of a lot of wires by using Bluetooth. You can use this also, plug it into the input jack on your car radio and use your cell phone for that. So I've probably taken up enough of your time. I know Amazon will compress this video where it'll be fuzzy. So I'll put a link on my written review to this particular video, which will be also on YouTube. And if you press the link and get on that, this will be a lot clearer. And the sound won't be any better. It'll still sound like me, but the picture will be a lot clearer. And this comes with a little nice padding when it comes in a box, so it's never damaged. It's in a little cardboard container. Comes with this little guy, which you can put on this and use it for, oops, there we go. If you have an old stereo unit with a hi-fi connection left and right, you've got that. And also comes with your USB cable. Takes about 2 hours to charge this. It's the same deal you use on your headphones or your cell phone. Most all the devices anymore come with this kind of a fitting, the little USB guy here. But 2 hours to charge it, runs 7 or 8 hours. It's ELEKELEUS, $40. It covers all the bases, transmits, receives. Very well made product. Comes with a nice guarantee. There's probably more that it does that I missed in trying to relay it all to you on this video, but check it out. This be a great Christmas gift. Great stocking stuffer. It depends on the price range. $40 isn't that much for Christmas. So check them out. I believe that's all I can tell you in the time allotted here. I'll look at it again, and if there's something I missed, I'll put it in the written part of the review. Hey, thanks for watching, and Merry Christmas.